All right, Carl.
Okay, let me just turn this on.
I can't get.
Manny might need your help.
Reboot.
When in doubt, reboot, he said.
The meeting tonight is for the conduct of town business by the town board. The public is invited to participate at the items marked on the agenda, public comment. During that segment of the meeting, if you have a question or comment for the supervisor, please raise your hand and wait to be acknowledged. Please state your full name and limit your remarks to 3 minutes. Thank you for your anticipated cooperation.
Thank you. And just remember, tonight we're still have an open public hearing for local law of the year 2023, amending the zoning map for the town of Marlborough for certain real properties located off Dock Road in the town of Marlborough to establish uniform zoning for the district. And that is the existing, this is for the dockside property, this is existing, industrial, R1, and R is the yellow, and proposal, everything to be R. So just we'll leave the public hearing open, and the reason is it still has to be open for 30 days before we could make a vote on it. So next meeting, if we don't hear anything back from anybody, we will have that vote. So public hearing is still open. And this is the first meeting of the month, Town of Marlborough, July 10th, and let's please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And please remain standing for a moment of silence for all the men and women who sacrificed their lives to give us our opportunity to serve our country, our state, and our town. Thank you. Okay, I need a motion to approve the agenda.
I make the motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Motion to approve the June 26, 2023 Town Board meeting minutes.
I'll make the motion to approve the June 26, 2023 Town Board meeting minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
I abstained, I wasn't here.
And Eddie's abstained, everybody else is an aye, and it passes. Authorized payment of bills in $171,955.34.
I'll make a motion to authorize the payment of bills.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Comments on the agenda? Anybody have any comments on our agenda? As there is none, we're going to move right into departments, and Tom, you're up.
Building Department Council Report and June 2023. Certificate of Occupancy 2, Request for Information 19, Building Extensions 11, Fire Inspections 12. Stop work orders 1, Order to Remedy 8, Complaints 31. Building permits, 2 additions, 1 barn, 17 burn permits, 1 commercial, 3 decks, 7 electrical, 1 generator, 3 pools, 5 roofs, 7 sheds, 1 family house, 4 solar panels. Total building permits 52 with an estimated cost of $4,310,247. Fees collected for the month, certificate of occupancy $350, permit extensions $5,013. Building permits $15,520.01. Request for information $3,800. Fire inspections $1,030. Burn permit fees $65 for a total income of $25,778.01. Total gas usage 99 gallons. Total miles 1611.
Guys, got any questions for Tom? No?
Well, it seems like the building permits for new homes are going up. Is it
Yeah,
done?
the new home construction has been fairly consistent, and then during the summer we get our standard 150, 200 building permits for sheds, decks, addition, renovations, all the home improvement projects that go on during the summer. We'll get another next month, another 100.
Good. Glad to
Thanks,
see that.
Tom. Jerry, you are up. Chief. Just make sure he clicks the button. There you go. Jerry knows.
Good. Monthly report for the month of June 2023. Personal injury auto accidents, 3. Fatals, 1. Property damage accident, 20, for a total of 24 for the month. Vehicle and traffic summonses issued, 97. No parking tickets because we're out and we're in the process of printing them. Total bladder entries, 906, with a total of 24 arrests for the month. Telephone calls handled, 1,155. We had 9.5 hours of full-time dispatch overtime and 27 hours of part-time dispatch overtime. Police mileage for the month, 11,055 miles, with a fuel consumption of 1,029.736 gallons. We had 0 use of force and 0 civilian complaints filed this month. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for Jerry?
Thank you.
Anything else? Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Chief. We're running right along here. Highway Superintendent. Where is our Highway Superintendent?
So this morning.
Who wants to do it?
I have it up if you
You got
want.
it up?
Yep.
Go ahead.
John Alongi, Highway Superintendent, monthly report for June 2023. On June 2nd and June 3rd, we had the honor of installing the Hometown Hero banners throughout both hamlets. A special thank you to Tom Corcoran and all the men and women who served our country. We spent the beginning of the month continuing to install new or replacing pipes and catch basins on the roads that are being paved. On 6/12, we worked with Callahan Industries prepping the roads in this year's paving project. On 6/12, we started paving, finishing on 6/20. We had our mowing tractor and flail mower tractor out during the month mowing the roadsides. We had crews out trimming trees and brush for improving site distances. On the 16th, we met with GPI, the building design and engineering firm who are designing the new highway and water department building. We assisted in digging holes for soil samples. On 6/21 and 6/23, a crew worked with the Milton Landing dock, welding brackets on the pier for bumpers. On 6/28, the bumpers were installed. We assisted the water department with water main breaks on Birdsall Avenue and Reservoir Road. On 6/26, we replaced 40 feet by 12-inch PVC pipe at a driveway on Old Indian Road. And on 6/29, we installed new 140-foot by 12-inch solid PVC pipe, 30-foot by 4-inch perforated PVC pipe, and a catch basin and frame and grate at number 203 Ridge Road. Fuel usage, gas 90.445 gallons, and diesel 1,463.715 gallons.
Okay, thank you. You know, first I thought that said 90,000 gallons. I was like, what?
That's right.
It's like,
I had to zoom in on something in there, so I hear you.
Charlie, you're up. Good evening.
Our monthly report for June, water consumption totaled 17,304,000, which is a daily usage of 576,800. Last month, our consumption was 17,317,000 with a daily usage of 558,600. Compared to a year ago, our consumption was 16,353,000, which is a daily usage of 545,100 per day. Summary for the month. Curb boxes, we had to repair curb box and stem valves on Creechio Lane. At the Milton Dock, we had to repair service line on the dock. Reservoir, we finished mowing and removing garbage at the reservoir. Service line, we had to repair service line and shut off on Grand Street. We also had to repair a service line leak on Birdsall Avenue with the help of the Highway Department. Town dump, we mowed the town dump. Town park, we had to fix a sink in the boys' bathroom by the pavilion because of vandalism. We also had to work on the water fountain and stove. Water mains, we performed a 1-inch tap on Cupboard Lane with the help of the Highway Department, and we also had to repair an 8-inch water main on Reservoir Road with the help of the Highway Department. Service line inspections 1, sewer line inspections 1, closings 9, markouts we had 45, and gallons of gas for the month was 205, and the mileage for the month was 1,550.
Thanks, Charlie. Any questions further for Charlie?
Charlie, the vandalism in the bathroom there, what day of the week did you discover that?
Sunday.
It was a Sunday, so did somebody rent the park out on Saturday?
No, Sunday.
Sunday morning?
Sunday morning.
You found it Sunday.
Sunday at 3 o'clock, town found.
Did somebody rent the thing at Sunday?
For some reason, we looked, supposedly it was a bridal shower. We looked on the camera. There was nobody around from Saturday.
Well, you
When
can't-
Tom inspected it on Saturday, and then Sunday morning, he inspected it, and when he went back at 3 o'clock,
And that's when the bridal shower was over?
that's when the bridal shower, they were there, and the guy said that when he got there, the sink was broken.
But we know it wasn't because Tom looked at it.
Yeah.
It's hard because, you know, we're not obviously allowed to have cameras
No,
in the bathroom, but we have cameras that are
People
somewhere
go
around
in.
there, but now we added an extra camera, right, Chief?
Yeah, I just added
Right,
it.
you added another camera that gets a little better view of the bathrooms from an exterior wise, so we could at least see who's going in and out of it a little better. It doesn't really narrow it down to who actually would have done something like this. I mean, it's the second time in
2 years.
less than, well, actually like in a year in this time frame.
the end
But
of last year.
last year, at the end of the year, we had one, and this is the second, this one this year, so. And they're not like, you know, they hold on to the wall on a bracket, but they're very heavy, right? So it's not too easy to just rip them
No,
off the wall.
you have to
You
do
have
something.
to be trying to do it.
So, I mean, luckily we have extras, but it's nothing that we should have to keep repairing. So we're monitoring it, right? So thanks to Charlie and the guys. Charlie, next month, we need a report for the park, since you're the park guy now. No, I'm just kidding. Colleen, you're up.
Town Clerk Monthly Report for June 2023. Burn permits, 1 for $120. Conservation, 12 for $16.04. Dog licenses, 17 for a total of $90. Water services, 2 for $1,000. Punch cards, 24 for $1,998. Marriage licenses, 4 for $70. Building department fees, 1 for $22,801.95. Fire fees, 1 for $1,290. Camp fees, 39 for $18,395. Accident reports, 6 for $30. Bank fees, 1 for $25. Certified copies, 10 for $360. Clerk fees, 3 for $750. Dog warden fees, 1 for $140. Minor sales, 2 for $20. One-day marriage license officiant, 1 for $25. Park fees, 5 for $1,750. Peddler's licenses, 8 for $2,400. Private road signs, 3 for $300. Train station fee, 1 for $550. Sewer fees, 1 for $250, for a grand total of $52,380.99.
Thank you. Any questions for Colin? No?
Okay,
Yeah. Thank you. All right. Wastewater quality management. Go ahead, Manny, you want to do it?
Sure. All right, for the month of June 2023, both the Marlborough and the Milton wastewater treatment plants comply with all of the SPDEC requirements. The following are the monthly statistics for both plants. Marlborough, WWTP, the average daily flow, 86,000 gallons per day, about 50% of design capacity. Average BOD removal, 96. Average suspended solid removal equals to 96%. Milton, WWTP, the average daily flow, 29,000 gallons per day, about 53% of design capacity. The average BOD removal equals 96%. The average suspended solids removal equals 92%. Both the Marlborough and the Milton treatment plants operated normally during the month of June without any major change or events. Whitcomb finished reinstalling the guardrails surrounding both the oxidation ditch rotors. We are now completely done with the first phase of upgrades of the Marlborough treatment plant. Whitcomb was a pleasure to work with, and I was impressed with the quality of their work. Pulliam Electric was able to solve our electrical issue with the EQ pump at the Milton facilities. We are back to normal operating with both pumps. With the help of the water department, we are currently preparing to replace the rusting aeration line at Milton. They have ordered the necessary materials, and we will begin installing the new PVC airline once everything arrives. Overall, both wastewater treatment plants are in good working order, but are getting older. If we need any additional information, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you, Julian Falco.
All right, thank you. All right, dog control officer. Eddie, you got that, right?
Yep. I get my glasses on. Town of Marlborough Dog Control, Thursday, July 6, 2023, June 2023 monthly report. Andrew McKee, Dog Control Officer, Bethany Wager McKee, Deputy Dog Control Officer. Overview. We received a total of 17 calls this month, including 6 calls of service from the Marlborough Police, New York State Police, or Ulster County Sheriff. Please keep your pets indoors or otherwise well secured during our Friday night fireworks display. Responded to 3 active complaints and/or cases, which are now closed or resolved. We currently have 3 open cases, or complaints. We impounded 1 stray dog this month. 0 appearance tickets were issued this month. There was no dog bites reported this month. We have no dangerous dog cases under investigation. Due to continued smoke from the wildfires in Canada, there's an air quality alert which should apply to pets as well. Please keep your pets indoors until the weather alert is cleared. End of report.
All right, thank you. And we're gonna go to the planning board. Dave, you wanna do the planning board, or
Yeah, can we just pull it up?
you got it?
No.
If not, I'll do it.
Planning board attendees: Chris Brand, Fred Callow, James Garofalo, Cindy Lanzetta, Joe LaFaro, Bob Tronsolito. Agenda: approval of stenographic minutes for 5/15/2023. Approval for the above minutes was granted unanimously. Youngsfield, Aldridge, 40-60, Milton Turnpike, Milton, sketch subdivision. The board reviewed the applicant's proposal of a 2-lot subdivision on a large parcel of property at the above address. The owner of the parcel will be dedicating a large portion of land to the town for use on the existing ball fields. The applicant addressed the concerns of existing vehicles on the site, stating he maintains a junkyard permit. A public hearing will be held July 17th, 2023. Zelda Matilda Incorporated, 255 Milton Cross Road, Milton, sketch site plan. The board reviewed the applicant's plan for proposed recycled use of a former agricultural building at the above address. The discussion included access to the site off Mahoney Road. Due its proximity to the intersection of Milton Cross Road, the applicant was asked to provide details of the proposed blacktop and proposed parking. The engineer requested a note be added to the plan stating no other structures on the site are currently under review or approval. Status of certification from the building inspector to clarify the building status will need to be addressed by the applicant. A public hearing will be held July 17th, 2023. That was my favorite one. Diorio Zambito, 25 Western Avenue, Marlborough sketch site plan. The board reviewed a change in use for the previously approved site plan, which includes the expansion of an existing eating and drinking establishment. The board agreed to allow the applicant to reuse the original site plan engineering plans as no new construction on the existing structure is proposed. However, the applicant will be required to submit additional architectural details to propose interior, landscaping, and parking changes. The board also discussed parking hours of operation, bulk table requirements, and dumpster location. The board agreed by 4-2 vote to waive the public hearing for the site plan. The board unanimously approved authorization for the attorney to prepare a draft resolution of approval for the next meeting. Conceptual site plan discussion with engineer. Mohegan Farms, 20 Mount Rose Road, Marlborough, discussion site plan. The board discussed the applicant's preliminary plan for a proposed recycled use of a former agricultural building at the above address for use as a storage facility. The board advised the applicant certification from the building inspector to clarify the building status will be required. The board also advised the applicant to address access in any future applications. Next deadline, Friday, June 9th, 2023. Next scheduled meeting, Monday, June 19th, 2023. Meeting, June 19th, 2023. Meeting canceled. Next deadline, Friday, June 23rd, 2023. Next scheduled meeting, Monday, July 3rd, 2023. Respectfully submitted, Chris Brand, Chairman, Town of Marlborough Planning Board.
Thank you, Dave. And I believe that, so they have a very busy agenda next meeting, so Planning Board has been doing a great job. All right, Recreation Committee, Councilwoman Sessa.
Yeah, so the Recreation Committee's been very busy, and hopefully many of you were able to join us last Friday for the first concert in the park. It was a tremendous success, I think, by all accounts. The fireworks were amazing, the bands were excellent, the food trucks were busier than I think we've ever seen. And shockingly, we got some great comments about the traffic flow out of the park when the event was over. So a big thank you to the chief for making sure that people could get out. So all very positive, but there are 3 more concerts to go. So if anyone missed out on those, they're certainly welcome to join us at the upcoming 3. Thank you, Scott, for the pictures. So every Friday in July, same time, same place at the park. You can see the good turnout on the screen. Unfortunately, on the flip side of that, the Rec Committee actually had another event this weekend scheduled, and that was the sail on the sloop Clearwater. And I think we had 43 participants confirmed for that sail. The maximum capacity of the boat was 45. But much to everyone's dismay and disappointment, we heard from the Sloop Clearwater team late in the day on Saturday that there was a mechanical issue on the ship, and so they had to cancel our sail at the last minute. And even more unfortunately, we heard this morning that they have no alternate dates to offer us until October. So that event has been canceled, and all of the participants have been refunded their ticket fee, which was very nominal to begin with. But they've all been refunded, and there is a chance that there will be some weekend dates available on the Clearwater in the fall, so we'll revisit that as we hear back from them.
Yeah, that was a shame. So last minute, which is not good. So, but you guys been doing an awesome job. Like you said, awesome turnout, awesome fireworks. Like you said, everybody did a great job, and kudos to the rec team because they've been doing great work. I wonder if the thing will work now. That one.
Yeah, give it a try. Oh.
That was the grand finale, baby. Great job, Sharon. Good job by you guys. So.
It's a good group. The Rec Committee, as I mentioned this morning, they've had 2 or 3 new members join in the last couple of months. So people are really excited about the things going on in the community. They're volunteering to step up, and everybody's really getting involved. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's cool to see the small town pride come back and people going out. The kids were running around and playing. It was really cool. So it reminded me when I was a kid, you know.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. But we did do the American flag in the beginning, just like when we were kids. So it was good. Emergency Management Preparedness Committee, there's nothing new on that right now, but I will tell you, Gail Jr., my deputy, is still working with the emergency management team up at the county as far as hazard mitigation plans and things of that nature right now. So they moved on from just the emergency management preparedness, which we've worked through in the early part of the quarter, and now in the second quarter, they're working on hazardous materials and things of that nature. So thank you to Gail for continually going to those meetings for us and updating. CAC, Mickey, you're up.
Good evening. We postponed our usual meeting because of the holiday, so our next meeting will be this coming Wednesday, 6:30 at the Marlborough Library, and I hope that other public members... This Wednesday, yep. Hope public members will come and find out what we're doing and maybe get some interest there as well. I am very excited. Janelle and I had a conversation with members of NYSERDA, and there's much more coming down the line, so your next meeting will have a really good report.
All right.
And yeah, it's very exciting, very exciting.
All right,
so
good.
thank you.
Good.
No, thank you. IT committee, the only real thing is we have upgraded our Wi-Fi in the town hall upstairs. We did add the camera, another camera down at the park. We noticed that when they actually painted, they cut one of the wires, so Charlie did replace that wire. And as we talked about in our meeting today, we're preparing ourselves to budget for upgrades to software and things of that nature that are coming down the pike, including stuff for the water department. So we'll keep going forward on that. Milton Train Station Foundation. I have not gotten any report from them other than last time they talked to me, it was about dissolving the foundation, so I'm just waiting to get that confirmation. I think they were going through some of the legal stuff. Milton Land and Citizens Committee, I haven't got anything. I know Vivian's away, right? So, oh, she's not on that one.
She's on the Hamlet.
She's on the Hamlet and Milton. So, and Marlborough, Hamlet, and Milton, that's one. Economic Development, I have got nothing on that. Meet me in Marlborough, she didn't send me her report, so she's probably back on the next meeting. She probably forgot, but that's all right. Hamlet of Milton Association, nothing.
That's Vivian.
And Transfer Station Review.
I think
I haven't anything on the Transfer Station Review, but I talked about it in our meeting today that we're gonna start thinking about closing the transfer station. Again, it's just talks at this point, and we'll have further discussion. I talked to Larry already as we get closer to budget season, but it wouldn't be right away. We'd give it at least a year warning to everybody, but we'll see. Just to give the public a heads up that we are considering that. Presentations, I have no presentations. Tom back for old business. We're still in the holding pattern. I'm just waiting on Arch Insurance Company to get back to us. Last thing we did was we met with their representative at the building, and they went over all the remaining items with our engineering. And then they took that back with them, and then we're just waiting on their reply. Not that I don't call them every 2 days to try to find out, but I get no answers. So they're investigating and it's still ongoing. So when I know something, the public will know something and the board will know something. But I'm just as anxious as anybody. As you all know, I'm not very patient. So this is like killing me. So, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. So new business, Board of Assessment Review. We need to advertise for a position. I think the person who's on the board is probably going to want to come back. By code, we have to advertise. So we did ask that person for their letter, and then I just need a motion by the board to advertise for the position of Board of Assessment Review.
I'll make that motion, Scott.
Give me a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good. Thank you. Correspondence, I have none.
Whoa. Jerry.
Jerry got no retirees of yet? I know, what's going on?
You
Well, that's
okay?
because everybody that could leave left.
There's no one
Nobody
left. No one works here anymore.
Yeah, I noticed the overtime's starting to kick up, so yeah, that's an indicator, right, Jerry? Public comments, anybody got any public comments? Chief has some public comments. As Chief Kokoza, or?
Chief Picosi, yes. I didn't address this in my report because the incident occurred yesterday, and that was a June report. I just wanted to publicly thank the fire department, the local citizens that came out to help on an incident that we had yesterday with a 12-year-old lost boy with a whole host of issues and problems. He was reported to be missing as of 1:40. The entire town came together. I was in contact with the board, who offered me just about everything that I needed. They even volunteered to come out if we needed them to. Thank you very much. Lots of citizens were out searching as well. We used Facebook, social media, and the school alert system, as well as our own alert system, to put out everything to the public. I think it went very well. I don't like to give a lot of accolades to the police officers that were involved, because that's what they get paid to do. However, I expect our guys to go above and beyond, and I believe they have, and they do on a regular basis. But yesterday was an example of that. However, the fire department is not normally expected to do things like that, but they did. We used the Milton Firehouse as a command center. It worked out awesome. Everett Erickson, the director of 911, personally came down with maps that grid out a 5-mile radius from that gentleman's house. In the event that we needed it. He made arrangements for special dogs to come down from Albany. They are special because they don't work on scent. Don't ask me how they work. He called it stressors. So it's a special way that they can try and find people with autism and other conditions. Obviously, the weather did not cooperate, and it rained tremendously for many hours. So if there was any scent to be followed, it was washed away. However, that didn't negate the sheriff's department from sending 3 dogs down to try anyway. The public provided videos from their doorbell rings, their home security cameras, which all helped. As everybody knows, he was found at Dollar General. This individual likes to hide. This is the 3rd or 4th time that we found him, and he was hiding in the storeroom at Dollar General. Just, again, wanted to say thank you to the people that stepped up and did everything they did, because that made this come to a great conclusion. We were getting concerned because we were reaching the 8 o'clock hour. Nighttime falls in. The last time he was seen was on the riverfront, and searching those embankments and the hills down there at night is near impossible. We were making plans to abandon the search till the morning time, just when we found him. So I'm very glad that we found him, because I was concerned about leaving a 12-year-old in the woods overnight. Even if he had the wherewithal to find his way out, it would have been dangerous, and at night everything gets turned around. Who knows what could have happened. But again, certain people, the public, the fire department, above and beyond. The police departments, state police, sheriff's department, DEC, they were all out. There was probably 40 to 45 law enforcement officers, another 25 firemen, a couple of other support agencies. I wish I knew the name of the company, or the fire dogs that came from Albany, but
Yeah,
they came down. One handler got attacked by white-faced hornets, called an ambulance for that person. They were okay, but they suffered, I don't know, 15 or 18 bee stings. But other than that, everything went very well. We couldn't do it without the departments that we have. I think this town is super special. Not only do we have great volunteer firemen, but we're all family together, and we come together when we need to. Just wanted to say thanks.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you,
It was unbelievable. And he can't say enough, because like when I came down to this command center, you guys, you won't even believe how professional it was being run. How many people were actually physically there, and were dedicating their time on a Sunday to search for this boy. And thank God it was a positive outcome at the end. And like you said, that they found him right before the dark, which was great. But professionalism, service to our community. I can't say enough what these guys did, and we'll leave it there, but it was just a good thing to see all the preparedness that we've been doing for the last few years here with emergency management and working with Everett up at the county. This actually showed us that it actually worked, and everybody responded in the right way and did the right things. And just like Jerry said, thank you to all the people that volunteered their time to come down, and those that didn't volunteer their time and got paid and came down. They did it because they care. So great job by all. So yes, thank you. Any other public comments?
I have a question for the board.
Yes.
The Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball Camp is going on the next 2 weeks. Don't think it's going to be an issue imminently, but this morning the softball side of the camp had to cancel because of all the water at Young's, and so I was asked by the director of the softball camp if the board has any issue with the camp moving to Field 2 at Town Park in the event of inclement weather or sogginess at Young's over the next couple of weeks. It's like 20 girls the first session, 15 the second session, and they would stay up on the field unless they needed to come down to the restroom.
I don't think we have anything there. It's just that camp's going on, so they can't
Right.
go down there, that's all.
They have to park up on top.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's still a public bathroom, so. Yeah.
Yes, they're aware of that, so they said that they would only go down if it was really necessary.
I mean, we don't have anything, right, during the day, right? I mean, normally everything is weekend if they're going to do anything.
It's this week and next week, and it would only be, Colleen, if Young's gets so wet that they can't use it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I'd make a motion that the Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball can utilize the fields if needed for their camp. And the only thing I would say is we just got to notify our camp directors that could be going on. So I'll make sure we'll notify them, and that the clerk verifies that everything is, there's nobody else utilizing it.
9 to 1, I'll double check that for you.
Once that creek overflows, forget about it.
What?
Once that creek overflows.
Yeah.
What's that?
We were up halfway up the dugout here.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Anybody else? All right, this is going to be a quickie tonight. No, we have no resolutions tonight. I think that's the first time in a year and a half we haven't had a resolution on the first meeting of the month. So having said that, just remember the public hearing is still open for the zone change. The next meeting will probably close the public hearing on that unless there's something that comes up. So in that, Eddie, it's all you.
At this time, I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everybody.
Scott, we have to put these mics all away? This wasn't here, I had to put this myself.
Yeah, that's crazy.